Local, in-depth, KIRO 7 News at noon starts now.
And good afternoon. Now at noon, it is a historic day for Seattle hockey. Years in the making, but tonight the Kraken finally hit the ice to open the regular season. From Seattle to Las Vegas, the excitement is reaching a tipping point. We have team coverage this Tuesday afternoon for you leading up to the drop of the puck. KIRO 7's Chris Francis, our sports director, lucky enough to be in Las Vegas with the team's morning preps. Okay, Chris, the nerves, the excitement, just a range of emotions for both the team and the fans, and probably you and Damien, your photojournalist there.
Yeah, I was going to say, for the media as well.
Yeah.
We're in the Fortress. They call this the Fortress here. And they are testing the sound system. So if you hear any weird, loud, that's what's going on here. Yeah, pregame preps going on here. There are some nerves, butterflies, as you would expect, for everyone involved. These players have gone through a lot in the last 3 weeks, coming together as a team, and especially in the last 24 hours when they've been hit with some COVID issues. So that's a little disconcerting right out of the chute, and that's going to affect them tonight. 4 players will be missing tonight, 4 players. But the guys that will play, they were on the ice just about an hour ago. Here are some pictures from the morning skate, the morning shoot-around, if you will. It's the first in Kraken history. Everything they do is going to be the first in their history as they build up in this first month here. A lot of the guys got some shots in, early warm-ups. This is kind of the routine for an NHL team. They have a morning skate. And one thing you'll notice if you ever watch a morning skate is that the first goaltender off the ice is the starter for that night's game. So it was Philip Grubauer. That's not really a surprise, but it's just cool to see that happen. So Grubauer is going to be in net tonight, and they are going to need him against a Vegas Golden Knights team that is very high-powered and one of the Western Conference favorites. We mentioned the nerves. We talked to Captain Mark Giorgiano, the new captain of the Kraken. Here's what he had to say just a few minutes ago.
Everyone's ready to go. I think there's a lot of excitement in there. I think no matter what anyone tells you, I've played a lot of games in this league. There'll be some nerves before puck drop, and I think the best way to get rid of those is to have that first shift, have a bump, make a good play, get involved physically, stuff like that.
Yeah, so Gio has been in this league 15 years, and he is getting his taste of his first opener with the new Seattle Kraken. And the fans, we've been seeing more and more of them here in Las Vegas as the evening went on last night. Not that we stayed out late in Vegas, come on. But we did see some more Kraken fans. We know more are going to arrive today. They may be drowned out here at this arena, but it's going to be fun nonetheless tonight. Yeah.
Oh, man, Chris, I'm laughing at, no way you and Damien stayed out and played any blackjack or anything like that.
No.
All right.
No.
Have fun tonight.
We're working,
That's
Michelle.
Right, you're working. Have fun tonight, both of you. Go Kraken. Thank you, Chris. And while there is plenty of anticipation for the Kraken in Vegas, here in Seattle, it will be even bigger. KIRO 7's Lauren Donovan went to the Iceplex in Northgate ahead of tonight's game. Hundreds are expected to be there tonight for a watch party to root on the team.
If you can't watch the Kraken take on the Golden Knights in Vegas, why not come out to the ice where the Kraken practice, throw on a pair of skates, and while you're at it, you can watch the game on this big screen right here.
They practice here daily. They have their locker room here. They have their training here. This is where they are day to day.
It's pretty cool to be on the same ice that they come out and practice on after.
Take it from 2 guys who get up every Tuesday morning at 4 o'clock just to play on Rink 1.
It's the best ice I've ever skated on. Other rinks that you go to, you don't have that same professional level of ice making.
For Patrick Graff, it's worth the dark and early trek from Maple Valley.
Sweet. It's got stands in there, big screen right above the ice.
180 people can sit in the bleachers, and 300 more are invited to lace up and skate Tuesday night at the Kraken Community Iceplex.
The first game ever. We'll be broadcasting it on our 32-foot screen.
We're told there will be a live DJ, giveaways like tickets, and even Kraken dogs to purchase.
It's filled with cream cheese, jalapeno, and bacon. It's delicious.
Masks are required unless you're eating. Beer won't be served. But we're told the ice is primed and ready for a party.
Can't wait to hear fans cheer for our first goal and hopefully for our first win. I think it'll be really electric.
Watching them tonight with the Golden Knights, it'll be an interesting battle, but I think they're going to pull it off this year.
If you're looking to throw in a pair of skates, these will cost you about $20, but it's free to sit up here in the stands. Reporting from the penalty box. Lauren Donovan, KIRO 7 News.
All right, looking good, Lauren. Thank you for that. This could help fans come home opening night. Today, Climate Pledge Arena and the Kraken announced this new app. It's to help fans spend more time watching events and less time waiting in line. The app is for hockey games, concerts, and other events there at Climate Pledge. It can help with getting to the game, ticket info, and buying merch. You can download the app now. It is free for both Apple and Android devices. Stick with KIRO 7 for live reports from Las Vegas tonight. Our sports director, you just saw him talking from Vegas, Chris Francis, will be following the team and will bring us the very latest as the Kraken open their season tonight at 7. This afternoon, the Food and Drug Administration is posting documents from Moderna and Johnson & Johnson. This is ahead of meetings later this week to discuss booster shots of their vaccines. CBS's Laura Podesta now with another drug maker hoping to get the go-ahead on its COVID treatment pill.
More than 7 million Americans have already received a Pfizer booster shot. And now an FDA advisory panel is getting ready to consider whether to approve boosters for the Moderna and Johnson & Johnson vaccines as well.
We would like to make sure that their protection is also boosted so that they won't get infections that are even mild, let alone serious enough to put them in the hospital.
Among the questions health experts are expected to address, how much vaccine should be in the Moderna booster? The drug maker says 50 micrograms, half of what was in the original 2 doses, should be enough. There are also questions about when people should get the Johnson & Johnson booster. The company submitted data for options at 2 months or at 6 months after the original single-dose vaccination.
And I think the FDA will look at this. Can you mix and match? Can you start with J&J and finish with either Moderna or Pfizer? The mix and match issues are also on the table.
The FDA is also considering whether to authorize emergency use for Merck's COVID-19 treatment pill. The drug maker says early trials show molnupiravir cut hospitalizations and deaths by about half.
Just imagining as a primary care physician the power of an oral outpatient medication such as molnupiravir, it would be a remarkable game changer.
The drug is targeted at unvaccinated people who have already developed symptoms. Laura Podesta, CBS News, New York.
This just in a few moments ago and new at noon, officials in Wyoming are releasing the cause of death for Gabby Petito. She's the Florida woman who disappeared while on a cross-country road trip with her fiance. Petito's body was found last month near a camping area in remote Wyoming. The coroner in Teton County says the 22-year-old died of strangulation and the manner of death, homicide. We're also learning Petito died 3 to 4 weeks before her body was found. Her missing fiance, Brian Laundrie, is considered a person of interest in this case. He's been missing since last month when law enforcement started questioning him about the case. This afternoon, a man is recovering after being pulled from this crashed car just before it went up in flames. Police were chasing the man, who they say is a convicted felon. This came to an end in Seattle near Jimi Hendrix Park. Take a look at some of the things from this crash scene. Seattle police say around 10 last night, a man driving on Yesler and MLK made a traffic violation. They went after him, but he sped off. The man smashed into multiple cars before stopping. A police officer and a bystander pulled that guy out of the car right before it burst into flames.
We do believe that some ammunition that was in the car caught on fire and began exploding and kind of going off as officers were responding to the scene. So thankfully, nobody was struck by any of that.
Wow, the only person hurt was the driver. He had to be taken to Harborview Medical Center in serious condition. We just got body cam video of police rescuing the driver, and we'll have that for you coming up right here in about 30 minutes. Now to a first-hand look at a search and rescue operation out of Snohomish County. A fall storm trapped a pair of hikers launching rescuers on a 20-hour mission up Three Fingers Mountain. Those rescuers spoke exclusively with KIRO 7's Andrew Scheinthal.
You know, you look down over the Stillaguamish Valley and it's just a beautiful place.
What started off as a well-planned hike turned into a major rescue operation when extreme weather rolled through western Washington Sunday.
Even though, you know, it's just a few inches of snow, it completely transforms essentially the terrain.
The Snohomish County Sheriff's Office says 2 hikers were headed up the Three Fingers Mountain for the weekend. When they originally left for the hike on Friday, the weather conditions were favorable. Things stayed that way until they didn't. The fall storm rolled through the area, bringing whiteout conditions along the trail. The hikers, now stranded, used a satellite phone to call for help.
There's very little margin for error, and you can get cold very quickly.
The Snohomish County Sheriff's Office, Everett Mountain Rescue, and other rescue teams jumped into action, flying through the storm, then navigating up the trail to rescue the couple.
As we hiked up, it just got snowier and icier. Definitely was windy.
After 20 hours, rescuers were able to reach the hikers, who they say were experienced and well equipped. They were even able to hike down with the rescuers to safety.
You cannot be overly prepared in the backcountry.
Bill Quistorf is a pilot for the Snohomish County Sheriff's Office. He says had it not been for that satellite phone, this operation would have been much more difficult.
They have that. GPS coordinates can get sent to us and we can know precisely where they are.
Andrew Scheinthal, Cairo 7 News.
And both hikers are okay. Neither needed medical attention. All right, meteorologist Nick Allard is here. Yeah, we've been talking about the lower snow levels, right, coming in.
Yeah, about 3,000 to 3,500 feet today and into tonight. So I think Snoqualmie Pass will see at least a rain-snow mix. It might even pick up an inch or two. I think you'll see a little more for Stevens Pass and higher. And then places like Paradise, you obviously would see more. You can see right now it's cloudy. It's high cloud cover because you can see a good part of the mountain, not completely. 46 degrees outside, and thought it'd be interesting to show you your average or statistical normal at 62. You got no chance to hit that today. 7 degrees cooler compared to 24 hours ago in Chehalis, 4 in Seattle after setting a record low in Seattle of 36. The record low was 39, but then we got down to 36. By the way, that stood since 1946. 42 in Tacoma, 46 in Olympia, and 46 in Everett. So it's chilly. And this is on the way in. That's the rain that will push in a few hours. And you can tell there's a pretty good-sized cold front behind it. That will increase the rain. That will push snow into the Cascades. So I'm working on the timing of how long you'll see the rain and how much we could find. Plus, beyond this, I see a pretty decently wet weekend. We're going to take a look at all that here at just about 12